What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 mega cap stocks in this video. But before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. So before we get started, I want to give you guys weekly expected moves right here on all these products right here. And you can take a screenshot. And if you're on X, you already got an access because I do post all these expected moves right here on my X account. And if you're on there, definitely give me a follow. Now, not only that, I do post my videos, my charts, and also trades like this one that I took this morning right here. I mean, look at the timing, 9:09 a.m. This one went over 130%. It was a massive trade right here on Nvda, and not to mention this one, I played calls from 175, sold most of it today, and then shorted again Apple stock for a day trade, and then again went back up, reshorted again for a swing trade. So this was a massive, 3-on-3 winning trades on Apple. Now you can get all these information right here, and also if you have anything that you want to ask me right here, and this is going to be the easiest way you can get in touch with me on X. On Amazon, stock is down 0.29%, and Amazon going all the way up to 141.75. And as you can see, this blue line 5 SMA is sitting at 142, not even touching it and getting rejected, and now trading just above right here 139.55, or I would say 140, and closing right at 140 at the closing. So this is going to be key level to watch. We also have support down here around 138, and just below that we also have white line 20 SMA sitting at 137.59, and then the support all the way down here, red line, which is rising, 50 SMA 135. Now Amazon can hold above, I would say, 137 to 138. You're going to see Amazon going right back up all the way up to 142.23, and soon as Amazon breaks 142.23, blue line 5 SMA, you're going to see some more upside all the way up to 146. So Amazon is still on a bull trend, and this thing can possibly move higher unless we get that close on Amazon under 135. In that case, you're going to see a lot more downside and possibly coming down all the way down to 130 and going slightly under to close this gap down here just below 130. On Google stock, it's up 0.5%, and Google going all the way up to almost 140 today and then pulling back, giving away $1, and now closing at 138.96. And if you look at my screen right here, holding above 138, blue line 5 SMA, and that is looking extremely bullish on Google for a move all the way up to not only 140, possibly going all the way up to 143. So this is going to be a key level to watch. 138 on Google as a support, and just below that we also have support at 137, 13 SMA on this daily chart, and then this trend line and also white line 20 SMA and the support 135. This is going to be a big support on Google stock if there is a pullback down to 135. Now 140 breaks easily, you are going to see Google going all the way up to 143. On AMD, it's up 0.87%, and AMD again, just like I said, hitting 100, going slightly under, just like the last time, and coming back and holding above 100. So AMD can hold 100. You're going to see 105, possibly up to even blue line 5 SMA right here. And then above 105, watch out for a move up to 106 to 108 on AMD. Now AMD takes out 100. Now, this is what happens every time. Whenever you see a stock hitting a support line multiple times, at some point it's going to break. And AMD breaks below 100, you're going to see a lot more selling. a lot more bears actually piling in and shorting AMD even more and driving it down all the way down to $89. So this is gonna be a key level to watch at 100. So if that gives up, prepare for more downside on AMD. Now to the upside, 105, 106, 108, and possibly at some point you're going to see AMD retesting red line 50 SMA close to 110, and then we can talk about more upside on AMD. On Apple stock, it's up 1.69%, and Apple now holding above blue line 5 SMA right here. I would say 176, and also holding the key support 177. So Apple, I took a position last week, 180 calls, and those actually paid today, only holding two runners, and also shorting Apple today close to 179 for a day trade, getting those for $1.36, and they ran up to $2. Also, again opened another new position on Apple, a short position after closing most of my calls on Apple, opening up 175 puts for early next year. And I think those are already paying because I got in above, actually really close to 179.30. And then Apple stock came down before closing, and now as you can see, it's trading below 178. So 3 on 3 trades on Apple, winning trades today on Apple stock, paying and possibly will pay even more going into tomorrow morning. So Apple now 177, a big level of support. It's holding right now. And then tomorrow, just below that, 175.85 to be exact, blue line 5 SMA. And if that gives up, 173, 170. To the upside, Apple can break above 180. You're going to see this gap getting filled right here at 181.47. We also have resistance at 183, 184.47, red line 50 SMA. On Microsoft, it's down 0.35% and barely holding white line 20 SMA as a support 329 right at the closing. So this is going to be a key level to watch 329.30 tomorrow. Now below that, you're going to see a lot more selling all the way down to 318.63 and above 329. There could be a little bit more upside up to, I would say, 332 to 333, and only above that you're going to see Microsoft going all the way up to retest 339 right here. And once we break above 339 on Microsoft, it's out of the woods, and you're going to see at least Microsoft closing this gap on top 345. Until then, guys, Microsoft breaking below this uptrend, that is not bullish, and you're going to see a lot more selling below 329. On Tesla stock is down 3.32%, and Tesla looks like it's heading down to 262 early as tomorrow morning. And that needs to hold right here on Tesla. If not, you're going to see Tesla coming down and closing this gap down here at 256.52, which is in line with this white line 20 SMA 253.12. So there is going to be strong support between 253 to 262 on Tesla. In between, you're going to see a lot more buyers on Tesla right here, guys. And especially if this gap gets filled tomorrow, I'm buying the dip right here on Tesla. I mean, I did buy the dip today. It didn't really work out. I sold for break even. I sold at break even for no profit today. Tesla, I think tomorrow I'll be looking to buy again. If there is a dip around, I would say 262, and if I'm lucky, maybe down here to this gap 256.52. Now to the upside, Tesla needs to break 271, blue line 5 SMA, and if that breaks, a quick trip back up to 278 and then 283 possible on Tesla. On Meta, it's up 0.75%, and Meta holding and coming down and holding actually 297 right here. White line 20 SMA 297 and going back up and breaking and holding 300 into closing. That is still bullish on Meta. Now this is gonna be a key level to watch 297 on Meta, because if that gives up and possibly under 300 and 297, you're going to see more selling all the way down to 290, down to even 283.38, to this lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart. Now to the upside, Meta can break above blue line 5 SMA right here at around 304 to 305. You're going to see a quick trip back up to 311 and then possibly at some point 316. But Meta staying below. So far it's staying above rising white line 20 SMA 297. So this is going to be key level to watch right here between 300 and 297. If the bulls are strong right here on Meta, they need to hold 297 and 300 because below that bears are going to take control of Meta and this thing can dump all the way down to 290 and possibly even lower. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.15%, kind of a flat day on Nvidia. But look at this dip buying today, guys. I mean, this cannot get any better. And Nvidia stock actually opening at 427. I was eyeing to buy it right here, but then within a minute, this thing dropped all the way down to 420. I got those calls even cheaper, 442.50 for this week. Now they ran up to I think $7 a piece and they were just going for $2.65 up to $3 at that point right here around 420. I think I got in at 423 and this thing within minutes rallied all the way up to 430. I got paid 60% and then again came down, went back up to 434. I sold my other half for 100% and then I was out completely. But as you can see, when in the money, guys, 442.42 right here, high of the day. Now I did call out for 440, but when I saw the price on 440, they were really expensive. So I had to go for a cheaper route, and that was 440 to 50 calls. Now Nvidia, why I like these kind of setups? I mean, it was selling off already for last few days, and we saw a 3% gap down today. And I know exactly that Nvidia would come back up and fill this gap on top, and that was around 438. And look at this move. I mean, this cannot get any better. Also right here, if you look at my screen, 420 actually a big support on Nvidia stock. So now it's actually trading right here, right on this trend line, right at closing right here, 439. So this is gonna be a key level to watch. It's gonna be make it or break it right here, guys. Above 439, a little bit more upside up to I would say 447, 454 to even 466, and those are going to be strong resistance level to watch because now we do not have a bull trend on Nvidia, especially on this daily chart. Now below 439, watch out for the support 433, 420, 400, and then the gap below 395.30. On Netflix is down 0.64%, and look at it selling today, guys. I mean, uh, not with a lot of volume today, so definitely, you're going to see, at least in the short term, I think it's coming very soon, a big move to the upside on Netflix because sellers definitely, there is not a lot of high volume selling on Netflix anymore. We saw last 3 days right here, and now it's kind of drying up, especially selling on Netflix. So now we have support down here around 389.31 and then the gap below 383.76 and 376. To the upside, I mean, this thing almost rallied back up to 400 today. So 400 can break on Netflix. You're going to see a easy quick trip all the way up to 406 and above that, watch out for a move up to 419. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.